today I'm joined with Brother Maddie.
It's episode 50, by the way.
Episode 50. We have converted to Christ. Today we have a dirty sinner in the back seat. His name is Adam. He's a dirty little sinner. And me and Brother Maddie, and I'm Sister Trent, and we're going to try and fix him. Hopefully. If he can be fixed, he might be one of them queers. So it might not be possible. Oh my God, there's a lot of people coming by right when I said that.
I know.
I'm going to hell now.
Anyway.
Okay. So this is, okay, we need to preface what this book is about.
Okay, so this is, okay, if you guys remember in the last few episodes, or last season, we read a fan fiction about Harry Potter. Now, this time we are also reading another fan fiction, basically, about Harry Potter.
This is the polar opposite.
But this one is like the polar opposite to the first one. This one is like all about Christ and no goth or anything like that.
It's going to be so bad.
It's so bad,
So
anyway, we're going to jump into this if you want to.
Okay.
You're going first, so.
Go. Chapter 1. Author's note. Fuck, this is so bad. Hello, friends. My name is Grace Ann. I'm new to this whole fan fiction thing, but recently I've encountered a problem that I believe this is the solution to. My little ones have been asking to read the Harry Potter books, and of course I'm happy for them to be reading, but I don't want them turning into fucking witches. I didn't say fucking. I'm just making it a little fancy. So I thought, why not make some slight changes? Slight changes so these books are family friendly. And I thought, why not share this with all the other mommies facing the same problem? So ta-da, here it is. I'm so excited to share this with all of you. So without further ado, once upon a time, there was a little boy named Harry Potter who lived under the stairs in a house on Privet Drive with his aunt and uncle. He was a good, obedient boy who did all his chores. He felt that there was something missing in his life. Jesus Christ! It doesn't say that. Something big and special. But he could not quite name it. He stayed up every night and wished for this special something. But then one day there was a knock at his door and everything changed. "Answer the door, Harry!" His Aunt Petunia, a career woman, barked from her armchair, where she sat with her feet up. She had short, curly blonde hair and never wore any makeup. I feel like the Girl Defined bitches wrote this. Do you know Girl Defined?
No.
It's like these like Christian girls and they suck, and one of their boyfriends went into conversion therapy. It's a train wreck. Ew. I hate this word coming up. Uncle Vernon nodded sheepishly from the kitchen and put a tray of moist, chocolatey brownies in the oven. Shouldn't you be doing that? Harry thought, but he was a very obedient young boy, so he answered the door right away. He turned the brass metal doorknob and pulled open the heavy wooden door. On the porch was standing a huge, muscular man with a big, manly beard. And he was dressed in a plaid red shirt, blue jeans, and sturdy leather boots. His chest was covered in a thick, unruly carpet of coarse brown hair. He wore a necklace that looked to Harry like a lowercase t. Oh, God. Just looking at Harry, feel happy, peaceful somehow, but he couldn't say why. "Good morning, kiddo," the man greeted amiably and smiled at Harry. He had the peaceful, friendly sort of face you knew you could trust. "My name is Hagrid. Could I speak to your mommy and daddy?" "I don't have a mommy and daddy," Harry replied sadly, and looked at his raggedy old shoes that were blue. Perhaps that's why he felt so lonely, he thought, not for the first time. Maybe that was what he was missing, a mommy and daddy. But no, that was not quite right. "I'm so sorry to hear that," Hagrid uttered.
He's like, he's at the door, he's like,
"Oh, okay."
He's like, "Oh, okay."
"You can speak with my auntie and uncle," Harry retorted politely and blinked his big blue childlike eyes.
That girl has no ass to be wearing a skirt. Sorry.
Christianity.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. I was like,
Brother Maddie is having some lustful thoughts. We need to pray for her later.
how about not? Because there's nothing there to see.
Hold on. "You can speak with my auntie and uncle," Harry retorted politely and blinked his big blue childlike eyes. "What do you want?" Aunt Petunia peered out the door with her narrow, suspicious eyes, and she was wearing...
You know what I think is absolutely funny?
What?
So, like, you know how, like, they give a description of what she looks like? Do they realize that, like, or, well, I don't know. I haven't read the actual, like, Harry Potter books.
Mm-hmm.
But I know, like, in the movies, like, she is, like, a dark brunette.
I was about to say, because this is not
like, Because, like, I don't know if it's different in the movies versus the books, because there's odd to be some differences. But that'd be funny if they just changed her hair to be blonde and blue-eyed. I'm like...
With no makeup to, like, fit her conservative values.
Like, why does she have to be blonde? Like, why would you change that?
Okay, here we go. What do you want? Aunt Petunia peered out the door with her narrow, suspicious eyes, and she's wearing a baggy, unflattering pantsuit. Unflattering.
A pantsuit?
Hello, neighbor. I was wondering if you have been saved, Hagrid exclaimed brightly and tipped his wide-brimmed straw cowboy hat. Aunt Petunia...
He's wearing a fucking cowboy hat?
Yes. Aunt Petunia laughed a gravelly laugh. That laugh sounds like that Betty Davis cover by JoJo Siwa.
Betty Davis.
Sounds to me. Betty Davis.
I think she did that on purpose, just so that, like, people would be like, that sucks, and then it would get traction because people would think it sucks. Anyway,
she's like, ooh, she's gravelly today. Aunt Petunia laughed a gravelly laugh and leaned forward on her sturdy, practical boots. Saved? Don't tell me you were one of those Christians. Harry did not know what that word meant, but Hagrid's smile was the most peaceful smile he had ever seen. It made Harry feel warm and happy inside.
Do you think instead of Hogwarts he's going to go to a Catholic school?
Yes. And then there's going to be some experimenting. And then they're going to be like, gay is wrong. It made Harry feel warm and happy inside.
Oh, can you imagine if there was a trigger warning? That'd be so funny. But, I mean, there's not, but that'd be so funny.
I know, it would be funny. Because this is apparently for her kids, okay? Okay. Fuck. It made Harry feel warm and happy inside. I don't want to read the line ever fucking again. Just seeing the glowing, radiant grin on the kind, friendly stranger's face. He wondered why Aunt Petunia and Uncle Vernon did not smile like that. Yes, I am, Hagrid replied kindly. And you? Are you? Aunt Petunia laughed again and stuck her pointy, sharp nose up in the air. We are too smart for that. Haven't you read Dawkins? God is dead. Dawkins proved that. Would you like us to educate you on the Dawkins? What is a Christian? Harry queried innocently and scuffed his shoe. Queried. On the shaggy yellow carpet, which had not been vacuumed in quite some time. Christians are people who want to be good. Imagine if Aunt Petunia was like, we support the LGBT. And Hagrid's like, oh, time to go. What's a Christian? Harry queried innocently and scuffed his shoe on the shaggy yellow carpet, which had not been vacuumed in quite some time. I love how it's painting this image of non-Christians being dirty. Like, the house was dirty. She looked ugly. Christians are people who want to be good, Hagrid explained wisely and crouched down so he was on level with Harry. We want to go to heaven after we die. Do you know what heaven is, Harry? This feels like Heaven's Gate. Harry shook his head, and his big eyes were wide and curious. Heaven is a beautiful place where we can be with God. Aunt Petunia smacked her hands over Harry's young ears, and her voice was sickly sweet when she said, Thank you very much for your concern, sir, but he does not need your religion. He has science and socialism and birthdays. Haven't you heard of evolution? I have a very good textbook on evolution that I could give you if you'd like to learn some things. Hagrid laughed wisely. Evolution is a fairy tale. You don't really believe that, do you? No. Aunt Petunia screeched. Well, then prove it. Aunt Petunia could only stare at him, and her big mouth hung open dumbly.
Her big
fucking mouth.
I was like, her big ass mouth.
Here, she thought she was so educated and always demanded that Christians prove what they believed in, but she couldn't even prove her own religion. It was then that Harry knew who the smart one here was. Tell me how to get to this heaven place, Harry cried wistfully, clasping his hands together. Sometimes the wisdom of little ones is really amazing. We think we grown-ups know it all, but then God speaks through the mouths of little ones and shows us how we are all mortals struggling with the life humility. That made me want to kill myself.
Yeah.
All you have to do is be saved. Do you want to be saved? I do.
I imagine he's going to take him to a van. And we're going to
molest his ass. I mean, Hagrid's, filling the preacher role, but anyways.
Okay.
We're not going to talk about that. All you have to do is be saved. I do. Then pray the sinner's prayer. Aunt Petunia tried to stop him, but she was powerless against Harry's pure, innocent, holy energy. Soon Harry had said the prayer. Hagrid beamed
holy
happily.
Energy, I'm imagining he's just radiating light.
I know.
She can't do anything. She's like, and he's like, oh.
So you know how Hagrid said, you're a wizard, Harry? In the original? Now he's like, you're a Christian now, Harry. Hagrid cried proudly. Harry smiled.
He cried. He just...
proudly. But he did proudly. So he's like, ah. Harry smiled and then interrogated. But how do I be a Christian? I don't know how. Hagrid grinned widely. There is only one place to learn that. Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles. Oh, God. So here's the author's note. So what do you all think? I may not be a professional writer, but I think I am being given the talent to pull this off in service of a greater mission. Smiley face, blessings, Grace Ann. That is the end of that chapter. And, okay, this one's... We'll have you read chapter 2.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I think we can probably do like 2 chapters. I thought it was shorter, but it kind of goes on a little bit. But, I mean, it's not much longer than chapter 1.
Okay. I wonder why there's just a big gap here. Anyway. Author's note.
It's probably room for Jesus. They're leaving space for Jesus.
Okay. They didn't do that in the first one. It says, author's note. Hello, friends. I've been getting so many lovely, thankful messages from mommies everywhere. And I just want to say thank you for all your encouragement. The fact that people are feeding into this is crazy.
I know.
However, I have also been getting several messages saying that my story is bad because Harry Potter is not just about witches. It is also about friendship and kindness and bravery. Friends, this is exactly what I've been saying. Harry Potter has many good things about it, but it still has witchcraft, so my children cannot read it. But that is why I am writing this, so they can have all the adventure and good morals of the Harry Potter books without all the bad stuff that is bogging it down. I mean, Matthew 3:1-12. Am I right? So without further ado, on to chapter 2. I don't even know what that means.
I hate her. I hate her so much.
This lady?
Yes.
Okay. It says, Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles, Harry queried and clasped his hands. Just hearing that name, he felt such a sense of inner peace. He wanted to have more of that peace, and he wanted to learn how to be a good Christian.
I'm gonna kill myself.
He was starting to think that peace and being a good Christian were in fact the exact same thing. I want to go there! Hagrid beamed widely. He had been praying so hard to save a soul today, and he was happy to have saved the soul of such a sweet, earnest little one. The poor boy being raised by 2 parents who were not Christian, and who both went to work and left him with a babysitter all day long. Damn, imagine being a parent and having a job and that's a bad thing.
I know.
Anyway, it was a good thing Hagrid... Well, earlier when it talked about, like, what Petunia was wearing, I was like, are we really gonna do that right now?
Are we about to do this shit again?
Or it's like, she's wearing a pantsuit, she's a fucking sinner.
She's a fucking sinful bitch.
I was like, God forbid a bitch have a job.
Her fucking lady lumps were hanging out.
Okay. It was a good thing Hagrid had got here in time. 5 years down the road, Harry might have been a fornicating, drug-addicted evolutionist. Oh,
wow, so this is for her kids. Mommy, what's a fornicator? What your father is!
I'm thinking about that. Your fucking father!
Your fucking father's a fornicator?
Okay. Don't be silly, Harry, Aunt Petunia commanded and wrung her long, bony hands. Come back inside. I will read to you about evolution from the Dawkins. I think, okay, what the fuck is the Dawkins? Because I think she's trying to say fucking Darwin, but it says Dawkins instead. And I don't know if Dawkins is an actual person. I don't know what this is. But all I can think about when I think of evolution is Darwin.
Yeah.
Like, didn't Darwin write a book about evolution?
Yes.
So, like, who the fuck is Dawkins?
The evil Darwin. That's like Darwin's evil sister.
I don't fucking know. Anyway, you do not need that silly religion. Harry scrunched up his innocent little face and thought very hard. Aunt Petunia and Uncle Vernon were as close to as parents as he had, and this was the only home he knew. Could he really leave? But he was saved now. He had prayed the sinner's prayer. He could not stay here anymore, not with what he knew now. Suddenly, he knew what he had to do. No,
kill them.
No, kill your parents, Tracy.
Kill your parents, Tracy.
No, Aunt Petunia, he uttered calmly with childlike wisdom. Evolution is not real, and I am going to Hogwarts. And then there's a skip. And it says, no, Harry. Aunt Petunia screeched desperately. I have an idea. You can have a second birthday tomorrow. You like birthdays, right? Birthdays are not of God. What?
I feel bad for her kids. She's like,
What?
You don't get a fucking birthday.
What?
Birthdays are not of God. That's crazy.
Does that mean that they don't have fucking birthdays? Like, that's a bad thing?
I'm so confused. What's wrong with this bitch? I guess they don't have birthdays.
The blue hat you would do.
I the way I was looking at him, and I was like, oh. Before he even said a goddamn thing.
I knew it. Okay, it says, Birthdays are not of God, Harry verbalized knowingly and looked at his aunt with an innocent wisdom. You tried to corrupt me, but it did not work. But I forgive you, Aunt Petunia, because of Luke 23:34.
How did he just pull that out of his ass? Like, he just became a Christian.
No, listen. Well, I know that, but I know that, like, most Christians, like, have these fucking whatever the fuck they're called number things saved in their minds. And they're like, remember Matthew 26:34 or whatever.
I know. And
I'm like, what the fuck what the fuck does that even mean? And they'll be like, oh, you don't know what that means? Like, why the fuck would I have that bitch memorized?
Like, here's a Glock 27.
Like, I mean, like obviously, like, some people, like, really love this stuff. They do. And, like, they become, like, really obsessed with it, and they, like, read it, like, every day.
It's, like, a lot.
And I just, like, I'm not into that. It's not something, like, and they'll be like, Matthew, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what does that mean? And
I hate when I hate when I go to someone and I'm like, I'm depressed. What do I do? And they're like, pray. I'm like, no.
I know.
Not everyone fucking prays. Not everyone's a Christian. Like, that's just shitty advice.
I know. You're like, I need a plan, not a fucking miracle.
I need a plan. I don't need a Bible verse to read.
It's kind of one of those things. I saw something once that really, like, put it into perspective for me, you know, like, when, like, I was growing up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But there was this thing about, like, how, like, you know, doctors can be performing brain surgery for hours to save your son.
And then they'll say God did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like saying, thank you, God, instead of just, like, thank the fucking doctor, like, that was in there for hours saving your son's life. Like,
literally.
That shit literally, like,
Pisses me off.
It makes me mad because obviously the doctor deserves the credit, and I'm not saying that they wouldn't give the doctor credit, but also being like, thank you, God.
God didn't do your fucking
like,
son's brain surgery, dumbass.
Right? Like he didn't pick up a fucking scalpel. Like, I don't. Anyway.
Yeah,
oh,
no.
ew! There's that fucking cat bitch.
Ew!
I fucking hate her. She's.
You know, Adam may be a sinner, but that cat bitch is more of a sinner.
I don't even know that. I think that she might be, like.
If y'all don't know the lore, we've probably talked about this shit before.
Every time I see her,
she has, like, posted her titties on Snap and has just been a really nasty person, so that's why we talk shit on her.
Well,
it's not because we're assholes, but
yeah, we are assholes. No, she sent nudes to people unsolicited, like they didn't ask for it. Okay, and so a lot of people blocked her because who the fuck just
nasty
everywhere.
People.
Anyway, and then she also, like, my friends were, like, hanging out with her once, like, and she was, like, hanging out with us, and she was, like, rolling around on the ground, and she was like, meow, like she does that, and then she also, like, she'll be like, ooh, like she'll talk like that, and I fucking hate it. And she'll be, like, reciting, like, theater quotes or something, and it just makes me want to die inside, because how can someone be that
fucking unself-aware?
Yeah, literally. And, like, people were waiting for her to be quiet when we were, like, at the Halloween party a few years ago, because she kept just breaking out and doing that. And like, they're waiting for it because she was so loud. When I mean loud, like, everyone was supposed to be quiet, and you'd hear her go, oh, blah 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 blah, and then they'd be like, silence for a few seconds, and then the person with the microphone would talk. And so it's like she's just
a lot to deal with. Sorry for the tangent, y'all. We went on the whole thing, but yeah.
Hagrid was amazed once again at the wisdom of little ones. I hate the way that it says that.
I don't like the way it says that.
He did not know if he could forgive someone who had hurt him as much as this woman had hurt little Harry. Deny him the truth, ? Who could be so cruel, ? But Harry did not even think twice about it. He forgave just like that. Truly, Hagrid gained a new understanding of Matthew 9:14 that day.
You know what?
I wish, I kind of feel like I need to pull up a book and then, like, pull up what that thing is to see what the fuck they're talking about.
It's the way I already forgot the bitch's name, the author's name, Mackenzie Land. We're going to call her Mackenzie Land.
It was like Grace Ann or something.
Grace Ann. Plot twist, Grace Ann's son grew up to be Marilyn Manson.
It says, do not leave, Harry. Oh, if this is really that old, their kid's probably grown now.
No, this is in 2014. So yeah, kind of.
Well,
they probably would be our age.
Might be grown. Okay. Do not leave, Harry, Dudley wailed childishly. I like how we didn't even see fucking Dudley until now.
I know, like, he's just now being mentioned.
I must, Harry said and stepped over the threshold. Goodbye, Dursleys. I hope you are saved too one day.
I hate
And with that, he and Hagrid began to walk down Private Drive. I know it's Privet Drive, but
Private Drive sounds inappropriate. This one's like
I know, but I know it's Privet, but it's spelled private. I think the E, because I don't think there's supposed to be an E in it. How will we get to this school, Hagrid? Harry queried. I can't say it.
Queried?
Yeah, queried curiously.
Queered.
Yeah, I was like, queered.
You're gonna queer.
We will pray.
You're gonna queer everywhere.
They're gonna fucking float there. Because he's like, how did we get there? I like how he just got kidnapped by, like, an older man.
By, like,
and, like, no one's coming.
He's, like, about to get his stinky pinky. We're not gonna say that in this book.
Okay, we will pray. Hagrid retorted knowledgeably. How do we do that? Harry solicited inquisitively.
I'm sick of these
Watch,
fucking words.
Hagrid said, and then got down on his knees on the road.
I hope someone hits him.
He motioned for Harry to get down on his knees too. I like how they're just in the middle of the street.
Hagrid's gonna be like, God. Someone's gonna hit him.
Hagrid raised his hands to the heavens and cried out in a deep, thunderous voice, "Dear Lord, take us to Hogwarts!" Sorry, I can't.
So bad.
Harry felt himself being whisked away, and in a moment he was sitting in the cool, damp grass outside a humongous, beautiful castle. He looked in awe at the tall towers and the gray stones. What a beautiful place. A tall, thin man with a long, pointed beard and
Slenderman.
Big wire spectacles stood in front of Harry. He was wearing a brown tweed suit and a nice matching hat. His shoes were made of leather and polished until they shone bright. He had a smile much like Hagrid's smile, so peaceful. Harry just knew he could trust him. A lovely, kindly young woman with flowing blonde hair and a pleasant heart-shaped face stood beside this holy man. Who is this? Oh. They made Hagrid ungay. Or not, they made Dumbledore ungay.
So they're like, ooh, I'm straight.
So you know, like that blonde woman I just said? It says, "Hello there, little one," the man greeted amicably. "I am the Reverend Albus Dumbledore, and this is my wife, Minerva."
No, I'm McGonagall.
Yeah. Or, well, is it McGonagall, or is it, like, an entirely
It's
new character?
McGonagall. Unless it's just a new character, but I don't
That's what I'm saying, because, like, is that actually, like, McGonagall? Because, I mean, they could do that, but also, like, why did they change her, too? Why does she have to be blonde and blue-eyed?
It's just so dumb.
I hate that. Okay. "Welcome to Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles." And then it says author's notes. Blessings! And then that's it for this.
This book makes me want to commit hate crimes. This book makes me want to go sin. So Grace Ann doesn't like me because fuck this bitch.
I hate that they're just like, the one thing that bothers me the most is that every time you see a woman, they have to be blonde and blue-eyed.
It's a little weird.
I'm like, why? Like, is Harry, like, does it not matter if it's a man, like, they're blonde and blue-eyed, or does it have to be a woman
I swear
that's
to God.
blonde and blue-eyed?
Imagine they start pushing like, sexist 1950s ideals.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was going for.
Okay, we'll talk to Adam after this. He's being a dirty sinner. But we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.